Ready. Play.
Let's do two more matches. We'll do Zverev against Tabilo, and then we'll do João Fonseca against Kecmanovic. Zverev to Tabilo should be one-sided. Tabilo, I think, has had some issues with fitness this year as well, although he did dismiss suggestions that he wasn't going to play the French Open, and he duly did, but then I think went out early. Tabilo really he had a wretched period of form, didn't he? Probably going into Rio, was it maybe, where he started winning matches again? I'm trying to remember. He had a really bad period of form where he just couldn't win.
Yeah. I mean, Rio still wasn't winning, but Indian Wells is pretty much where he wakes up. 2 seasons already like that. 2023 and 5, I think, maybe, where he barely picks up wins. I think this year he actually didn't have any wins before Indian Wells. But then also injured in the clay swing. I mean, this is not really a match, to be fair. No. Alejandro Tabilo in the best of forms, at peak game. Maybe he takes, I don't know, maybe he actually pushes Zverev here or something like that. But Sasha also has that incredible record against left-handers.
Oh, yeah.
It's only Lerner Tien that he's lost to this season since February 2023, I think, when he lost to Hisler in Davis Cup. So basically, since the ankle injury against Nadal, I think he lost to 2 left-handers, and that was Hisler in Davis Cup and then also Tien in, this year. So I mean, at the best of times, this looks like a difficult match for Tabilo, and presently it looks kind of outside any real consideration. I have no idea, obviously, what to think about Zverev in terms of whether he would actually be able to take an opening in this draw. What kind of players could potentially be somebody like Taylor Fritz for him last year, where you think that, okay, this guy's more talented, this guy should be beating him, but he just loses that battle, kind of with himself again. So obviously that can happen to him, but I just don't think he's losing to Alejandro Tabilo. Not yet. Not yet.
No, exactly. So I think Tabilo's fallen. I mean, Zverev has had by his exceptional standards, post-Australia, not a great year, really, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty average, really. Munich title. I don't think it's that different to what he's been doing, what he had been doing previously in a few other seasons. But people have gotten really used to the idea of 2024 Zverev, a super consistent player who is not as good as Sinner and Alcaraz, but because he plays 10 more tournaments and kind of is there every single week, he basically joins them on points. He basically joins them on titles. This season has been a lot more moderate, of course, after the Australian Open. But I think with every passing season, with honestly even every passing month, every passing slam, it's becoming, I think, more clear and clear that Zverev, the only goal he can really have on his mind right now is winning a slam. There's nothing else to look at. He's done pretty much everything else. Honestly, obviously he hasn't gotten to number 1, but he's won the Olympics. He's been number 2. He's won a bunch of ATP 1000 titles, ATP finals twice. I mean, there's really nothing else for him to achieve other than winning a slam. So he'll be super focused on that. I don't know if it's actually good for him or not, but the more the further we go into his career, I think he really can just literally focus on the slams. Nothing else matters.
And I guess that just, if he doesn't lose to Novak, so if he beats Novak in Paris, for example, this year, and if he lost in, say, 5 sets to Sinner and it wasn't sort of Australian Open-esque, then we would still be going, you know what, I think that sort of just 1 or 2 matches could have just changed my perspective, because he can go out early in other tournaments. He can lose to Lerner Tien in Acapulco, and I don't mind so much. He can have a horrible, clay court swing in South America, but yeah, so something like that, because he was the one guy, certainly with Alcaraz, he's the threat. And I think he's in Alcaraz's. I think he's in. No, he's not. He's in Sinner's half. So he's of course, because we're looking at the top half right now. So a Sinner's Zverev semi-final. But good news for him is that he's got Tabilo in the first round, someone he's already beaten before, albeit on clay. And I think he's getting to the second week with this section of the draw. Right?
Yeah, looking at it, I don't think he's losing. I mean, I could imagine that Bautista would match going 4 hours simply because of how they play. They both kind of try to kill the rhythm for the opponent. Well, not really kill the rhythm, because they actually give a lot of rhythm to the opponent, but let's just say slow the pace down and kind of kill the enjoyment of the viewers at the same time too sometimes. So yeah, I could imagine this being really long, but he's going to win this in the long run physically. And yeah, second week looks so doable here. And you're probably right as well. It's about how he lost some of these matches earlier this year, like the Australian Open final, where he doesn't even create a breakpoint against Sinner, which was also a pretty haunting stat. And yeah, it's probably more about that rather than the other results, really, which, they've been fine. They haven't been amazing, but it's really all about how he looks against the best right now. And that has not been really his forte this season.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.